With me today is Dr. Nicholas Kuznetsov, who is an orthopedic surgeon who works locums in addition to his full-time practice. What's your preference for getting to the assignments? Do you like to drive or do you like to fly, and why?
I love driving. I think, at first a 4 or 5 hour drive can seem formidable, but you're in much better control of your time when you drive. You can choose when to pick up your rental car. You can choose when and where to stop. When you fly, you're often at the mercy of a number of intangible factors, from flight cancellations to weather to understaffing. And so I think that, your time is your own when you drive.
What's the longest you've driven to an assignment, and how do you keep yourself occupied on the road?
So my limit is about 6 hours. Beyond that, I think it may just be the thought of 7 is just kind of just too much. But 6 hours is like very reasonable, and I think I can do that in one stretch. Oftentimes, I don't need to stop, especially if I'm driving alone. I think, driving really gives you the opportunity to, for deep thought, everything from, brainstorming for, business ideas to, wrapping up finances, calling anything that you need to do and take care of.
Do you give yourself any pad on the front end and back end to make sure that, like, hey, if there's a hiccup with travel or the assignment itself, it doesn't interfere with your primary practice?
Yeah, I think initially I gave myself much more of a buffer, and kind of as I've gone on, I've had an understanding of what type of buffer I need. Down to usually a few hours on either side. I mean, I'm pretty efficient at this point. I think that the only way that I can be that efficient is by driving. Just because, like I said, flying is so unpredictable. Flights canceled, there's no more flights. You might burn an entire day trying to get back. Driving, I think that, like I said, if you keep it within about 6 hours or so, I mean, you could pretty much pull anything off. So I think, leaving a ever decreasing buffer has kind of been my practice.
Are you checking the weather to prepare for getting to your assignment?
Yeah, I think more frequently I do, because I have been burned a few times on flights with cancellations, especially going up to Northern California once or twice. I've gone through Denver, been snowed in. But ironically, the locums agency found some, small flights out of there to somewhere else, and then from there up to Northern California. So I do check the weather pretty frequently, especially if I am flying across, in winter, or flying across areas that are notorious for getting snowed in.
Do you have anyone with Weatherby Healthcare on speed dial in these certain situations when travel is disrupted?
I've got the emergency travel number, saved to my contacts. I also have generally the itinerary that they send you. I save in my phone as a picture. It has the contact number for emergency travel. It has the coordinator's name. So generally you call it, and it's a 24/7 line, and someone will call you back generally with a alternate accommodation within, 15, 20 minutes. It's very prompt.
When you decide to take this travel assignment, how do you make sure that it doesn't interfere with your primary practice?
If I'm leaving for a weekend and I've done some complicated case, I make sure that the nurse coordinators know where I am, and how to reach me. Not infrequently, I communicate directly with patients too through other certain apps online.
How do you not get burned out with the travel and then the assignments and then your primary practice and you trying to be very time efficient? How
Sure.
do you, just not get exhausted?
Yeah, I think it's work hard, play hard. So, I think you have to, first and foremost, enjoy what you do. If you get into medicine for money, you're in the wrong profession. It's really, I love orthopedics. I love the patient care. I love the variety of cases. It's exciting. The second thing is you want to have ways to let off steam. So, I'm kind of a fitness freak. I like to work out every day. I think it's a great way to relieve stress. And then the third thing is, bring your family. So again, you're not really feeling like you're spending so much time away from your family doing stuff and you're never home. You bring your family with you and you're bringing home with you.